Alright, so here's another one of those videos from last fall. So me, Wesley, Alex, and Matt had an awesome trip to Kamloops. We went there November 5th and 6th of 2016. And yes, this was the day that I broke my wrist. So I just decided to put up a whole video of all the footage because there's some sweet footage I wanted to show you guys.
Yeah, actually pull over right now, pull over right now. Open your window. Look more. You're doing well, son.
So Wesley was kind of hungover and had barely any sleep because, yeah, he sometimes makes bad decisions. Yeah, we had to pull over a few times on the way there to let him throw up.
I'm ready.
So considering this is early November, I was quite surprised with how awesome the conditions were. They were like actually perfect for Kamloops. Kamloops is a pretty dry climate, and so in November, where in the Fraser Valley where I'm from, things would be getting quite wet and colder. Kamloops here was like 15 degrees Celsius, sunny out. The trails were like perfectly damp, still a little bit dry because it dries really quickly there. So we spent a good amount of time just sessioning down Fistful of Dollars and just like hitting the jumps, just like progressing through the trail so we could hit the whole thing. It was so much fun. Like, I just love that kind of riding. Just hanging out on a trail, just hitting the big jumps, and there were some sweet jumps.
Yeah, buddy. I did him. I did him. Oh, okay, I did. You know that big launcher hip? I did the launcher hip, and then the next one. The huge one? Yeah, and then that's where I stopped.
Because I just love big jumps. I love the big hits, the big stunts. That's why I own, a 7-inch travel Freeride bike. But this is the kind of stuff that I just love to ride. I definitely find it more fun than riding stuff like crabapple hits at Whistler or even A-line. So then we decided to all do a run down the DH race course. It's called Pale Rider. They always have races down here once a year.
Woo! What are you doing? Oh boy. Oh frick. What the heck? These have been like changed, I think, huh? Going for that inside. Oh, Wesley. Whoa. All right. That's rusty. Oh.
Your trip to Kamloops is never complete without riding the Bike Ranch dirt jump set. I would say the biggest set is actually kind of the easiest in a way, or the funnest, just because they flow much better, they flow much nicer. When you're on these big bikes, these DH or Freeride bikes, and you're hitting these the smaller sets, like the medium-sized sets, the jumps get really short and steep and kind of awkward. Still pretty fun. I was trying to work my way up to the big jumps. I was just taking my time on the smaller ones. I never got a chance to hit the bigger ones because, of course, in the next run I ended up breaking my wrist, as you'll see.
I'll go second or something.
Yeah, I can take up the rear.
Yeah, you can try that out.
Yeah, I'll try to clear lots of speed so we can all clear them.
Yeah.
Dick. Alright guys, let's do it. No, that's fucker.
No ride is complete without the fist bumps. You gotta do the fist bumps.
Jordan, you okay? You okay?
I don't know.
Stay calm.
I hope so.
Stay calm.
So I'm sure a lot of you have already seen my actual crash video, where you've already seen this. Basically what happened is I was kind of trying to do a table, but then I did it sort of weird. It wasn't that great of a table. Basically, as I was trying to straighten out again, the left end of the handlebar got caught into my shorts, into the crotch little fold of my shorts, which was pretty weird. That never happened before to me. And so then I can't straighten out, and then I just kind of landed crooked. So that really sucks. So basically I just kind of sat there in a bit of shock. I felt a bit crappy. The only pain I had was just in my wrist. So thankfully there's nothing else wrong with me. My neck, my head was all good. My helmet protected me quite well.
Take a few breaths, okay? Hey! 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 Thank you. Does anything feel broken?
It's just my left arm hurts a lot, that's all. Everything else feels
Okay, just don't move, don't move. Let's get an ambulance or something.
Huh?
Should we get an ambulance?
What hurts? You think it's broken?
only my left arm. My wrist hurts, that's all it is.
Fortunately, I was recommended to buy a new helmet after that. I did get a bit of a cheaper deal, but I did end up buying a new helmet from that. So that kind of sucks, because that was my first carbon helmet, the most money I spent on a helmet, and then all of a sudden I broke it kind of like within a month or two. Basically the front jaw was pretty much wrecked.
So we went to the hospital then, and then after the x-rays, the doctors decided that they actually need to put a screw into my wrist to keep it all in place. Otherwise the cast alone would not be good enough. So then I had to do that 3 days later once I got back to Abbotsford.
You have reached your destination.
Getting some evidence. Nice.
Yeah.
Anything to yet?
Not really, no. So this is day 2 of our Kamloops trip, November 6th, 2016. So of course I cannot ride this day because I had my cast on after breaking my wrist. So I gave the boys my camera. So right now the camera is on Matt Levasseur. He's just riding down some cool ridges. That's one cool thing about Kamloops is there's all these like smallish little hills or mountains, and you can just kind of like make your own lines. So like it's like you can just have your own mini Red Bull rampage going on, making your own lines, just total free riding. It's super cool. I really like that about Kamloops. So the boys were riding a lot of the same stuff that we rode the previous day, Fistful of Dollars and stuff like that, but they also rode some new stuff like Wrangler, Rio. So one crazy thing that happened to Matt here is he actually broke his handlebar. He has carbon bars. So at first, nothing looks wrong with his handlebar. It looks like it's all intact.
Okay, broke the handlebars. That's a first. Dude. Shouldn't have got carbon bars, dude.
He didn't even realize it was broken
I
at
knew
first,
these were gonna
which is
snap.
strange. It's quite interesting. We figured he might have had his brakes too tight around the bar.
I'll be yours till
So since Matt couldn't ride anymore, then I gave the cam to Wesley. So Wesley's riding a 2016 Giant Glory. So here they're riding Fistful of Dollars. He's training behind Alex. And so they actually rode the entire line, the entire trail. Think about the trail like this, you know, you have to really work your way down the trail. You have to, like, you know, hit, you know, one jump at a time, you know, link them together. But that's just what was so fun, and that's what we were doing, you know, just kind of like making our way down the trail, practicing our way down, and then, you know, as long as then you understand, you know, what speeds to hit the jump on, you know, how fast to hit the berm, and then you can just link it all together, and then it's just so much fun at that point. So they also rode Wrangler here. Wrangler is actually a pretty fun trail. Again, just a jump trail, not as big as like Fistful of Dollars or anything, but really fun, super flowy. But it actually gets a bit difficult to really keep your speed to clear all the jumps. You really need to, again, kind of work on it a bit to really like link them all together to clear them all and do it like really smoothly. But I think that's a really fun trail. It's super cool. Well, that's it for our trip to Kamloops, and then we just drove back that day. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.